Our company, in our industry, has grown faster than any other business in the marketplace.
Change is usually part of the process of making a business great.
There's only one thing you actually need to have, and that is a want to be a part or to build a great business.
It just pushes you that extra mile. It's so easy, you can come up with 20 excuses why not to do something, but it's very difficult when you're a member of the team.
To continue to believe in yourself, sometimes you need somebody by your side to say, mate, keep going.
The desired outcome is for our members to make more effective decisions, to implement the strategic directions that their companies need to take to become great companies.
You know, one of the things in business is you need a mentor, and this is basically a group of people who are your mentors in business, and there's 10 to 16 of them, and every time we have a meeting, you've got 16 mentors there to be able to pass things around.
It's a room full of enthusiastic, passionate, committed people that are looking for success.
When I do put up a strategy for the business, you've got upwards of 12, 13, 15 people what's in your group challenging that.
Whether you're a CEO or whether you're a single operated person, you can grow through this. There's an enormous potential for you to develop within yourself as well as your business.
The combined experience around the table can be as high as 500 years of business experience. I mean, you can't buy that kind of... you can buy it, I suppose, but it'll cost you a fortune.
I've actually been in Coraggio for 14 years, and in that time my business has grown fivefold.
I've had exposure to tools and to people and their experience that I wouldn't have achieved by sitting down and reading a book.
Yeah, over the 12 years since my membership, when starting from 8 to 9 employees, we're upwards of 50 direct staff now, many partners, many alliances and things like that.
I was hoping that I'd get to the point where I was doing like a turnover of maybe 25 odd million, or be greater than 35 to 40 million next year.
We started the business 15, 18 years ago. We started with 4 of us, and today we're up to 400 people.
It was 15 people who knew me well enough to know that they just needed to help me find that little bit of extra courage to make all the difference to the business.
It's the most exciting thing that's happened in our business since we started.
I would not have developed and grown to the extent that I have in taking that business from being a very small business to something that I was very proud of when I handed it over.
A typical meeting will be in 2 parts. The morning will be given over to a workshop which focuses on strategic or tactical matters. The afternoon is given over to the members' own issues, the presentation of their own problems and the business growth that they're experiencing themselves.
Sometimes we'll have a focus group on an individual business because they're going through a pretty tough time. And when you're going through a tough time, the more support you can get, whether it's personal support or advice or experience, the more you take out of it.
There's a whole exposure to the group. I think that's the most important thing, is the group gets a real feel for your business so they can get involved in it and then come back with their ideas about how you can improve your business.
You come to the Coraggio meetings with a different issue each time you present, but you go away with a range of solutions and a range of practices that you can then implement, lock it in and move on.
It's not for somebody who wants to cruise along in their business. It's for people who want to take the bull by the horns and grow their business and really make their company stand out.
You should never join a group like Coraggio if you think you know all the answers. You've got to know where you want to take your business, and you've got to realise that you're not necessarily going to get there on your own. If you're the sort of person who doesn't take kindly to criticism, don't come to us. Because you're going to get criticism as part of the help process.
Criticism can be painful, but it dissipates because the fundamental respect is there to ensure that that person knows what they're hearing is for their own good.
I get a lot more out of Coraggio than out of any other organisation I've ever been a member of.
The big difference I find is the people in your group understand your business more than a business coach or someone who could come in for a project.
I think the important thing with Coraggio is it gives different viewpoints from different angles, and that's very important as far as running a business is concerned.
It's so rare to be able to tell the truth to people of this calibre about where your business is at.
It's a special ingredient that you get in a Coraggio group that I've not experienced in any other group that I have worked in.
Normally, at the end of an afternoon, the member makes a commitment to carry out certain actions. If he comes to or she comes to the next meeting not having carried out those actions, there's a fair amount of grief follows. If he or she comes to the second meeting, then it gets a little ugly.
It's one of those, oh, I've got to go to that Coraggio meeting. Oh, when's that? Oh, it's in 2 weeks. Have I done what I said I was going to do?
It wasn't good enough that I stood up and did X in the year. You know, they were expecting me to find new ways and cleverer ways to do things. And now I love that environment.
You set that target and there's no ifs or buts, and there's a lot of people that can do that in business. It doesn't matter where you're at, where we're going, when this is going to complete, and it keeps you to task.
We don't beat around the bush, no. Life's too short, and business life is even shorter.
You better not come back next month if you haven't tried what they suggested. You know, and it's foolproof for them because your results are in black and white. And, yeah, that's been exciting.
It's the best thing I've done since I retired from corporate life myself. I've been doing it for 14 years, and there's hardly a month goes past that I don't learn something new from these guys and girls.
There's an enormous amount to be said about balance, and that's what's in the room. It can't be all stressful and demanding, it's got to have a fun side to it.
We have a great time. I mean, not only during the meetings, but we have quite a few social events as well.
It's like any like-minded group, whether it be a football team or anything else. As you meet with people, you become, you become reliant on that social aspect.
It becomes more fun, actually, the longer you're in it. You can laugh at yourself, you can laugh at other people, you can say what you like and no one gets really upset.
I like that. I certainly like the fact that it's full of, you know, from people who are really street smart, who have rat cunning to, you know, just extremely funny.
1, the member wants to grow his or her business, and 2, the member believes that his or her business is a great business.
Coraggio is for those that are enthusiastic about success, who are committed and passionate to making a difference.
There's no rules about what size, how many employees, how big you are, how small you are. It's about common goals. You want to be better and you want to improve.
Young entrepreneurs who need probably an older shoulder to lean on from time to time.
If you want to grow your business, you want to make your business great, you're a candidate for Coraggio.